up for this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them pretty darn good with it. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville. They'll start out here with the option left. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson now. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Purdy finds Dulcich out left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Purdy now to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Purdy sets up to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg Dulcich, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get in to make it 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Going across the field, he finds Phillips. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Purdy firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Purdy will look to throw again here. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Greg Dulcich, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Throwing here, Purdy toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jackson. This is intercepted.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A run with a 2nd-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. On first down, it's Purdy. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Purdy's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you have 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the foot.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Bo Melton from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Shotgun now with Purdy. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the back flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And it's a fumble. The big fella. He's at the 30. 10. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy, and he's got it. They add on more, a little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And that is going to do it for this thing. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the rookie's free. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. For the winning team here, Charles, and that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow